Diane Lawrence, 50, what year are we in? 54. I was extremely ill. I was jaundiced and couldn't keep anything down and had lost 30 pounds in 6 weeks. And the doctors here said, well, you're jaundiced, we'll have to look at what's wrong. So after a colonoscopy, 10 days later, they sent me in for an endoscope. 10 days later, I went for an MRI. After all that time, I was just tired of not getting answers. So I drove up to Mayo Clinic and went into St. Mary's Hospital. In December of 2013, I was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer and stage 4 cirrhosis of the liver. Since then, we've also found out I have a blockage in my heart and don't know if I can do the Whipple surgery anymore or not. That was an option at one time, but with cancer, it grows and then it shrinks and then it grows and then it shrinks. So we're changing chemotherapies to see where we're going to go from here. The most important thing is that I quit working. Mayo Clinic basically thought that I would be dead by February of 2014. So I now have made it a year past that date. But I've quit working and I'm taking time off to do everything I wanted to do. I'm spending a lot of time with family. I don't really care to travel that much. If you can get a good card game going with the family, that's more important than seeing any sights anywhere else because of all the love and support you get from the family. So the fact that I'm not working is probably one of the major things in my life. I have a lot of time during the day now. Chemo really takes a lot out of me, that I take a lot of naps and spend a lot of time in quiet meditation and prayer. That's how I spend most of my days now, as opposed to somebody else who gets up and races to work, works all day long, races home, and then wonders how are they going to get everything done. I don't care anymore. If it gets done, it gets done. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I choose my battles pretty carefully now. And I do what I want, and I enjoy every day as much as I can. And I spend a lot of time on the phone talking to other cancer survivors and family members, just because that's important to me. I don't know how it's necessarily changed people. I know it's made it very difficult for my parents. They had 3 children. I have a sister who died 30 years ago through doctor's negligence, basically. And now knowing that I have the most aggressive pancreatic cancer, they know that I won't be here for very long. And along with that, the cirrhosis of the liver. Even if the cancer didn't get me, the cirrhosis will within 5 years, supposedly. So it's one of those things, it's hard for them to have lost one daughter and then watch the other one slowly going. As far as my friends, we spend a lot of time together. I get more phone calls and spend a lot of quality time with my friends that I never used to before. And I think that's more enjoyable than anything, is just the fact that we all get together. Sometimes it's at the casino, other times it's at a park or a playground, just enjoying the day and enjoying being together. And it doesn't cost much. All it is the gas to get together and then a few hugs and kisses, and life is much better. I can't really say that it's affected anyone else that I've noticed in any other way. They're just the same people, we just spend more time together when we can. I'm still the butt of all the jokes. We still have a lot of fun together. It's one of those things, everybody says how good I look for as sick as I am, and I do feel good, and I know I look good. My hair's coming back again, which after being bald, you appreciate the small things in life, like having color on your head, even if it is all gray. I can't really say that anyone's gone out of their way. It's not like they all know what cancer is. It's not like they're scared of the C word. They know what's going to happen, and basically we all treat each other the same way as we always have. My biggest support through all of this has been, I'm a firm believer that there's a God and that miracles exist. And I have a lot of people praying for me, and it's because of that I've already made it. They thought I'd be dead in February of 2014, and when I passed February of 2015, that's a year. They told me to go home and get on hospice and get my affairs in order. I did all that. And then I flunked hospice. And it's not too often somebody can say I was on hospice and I flunked. And they throw you out of the program. And it's one of those things, I would have to say that right now, at this point in time, I am a walking miracle. I still have the cancer. It's still growing inside me. But it's not slowing me down. It's not slowing my friends down, my family down. We're all up and going every day. And then it also helps that I have a small dog that I walk twice a day, every day. Just getting outside, 25 below wind chill in the middle of winter, or now that spring is finally here and there's rabbits and squirrels to chase, we're out there twice a day, every day. And just being outside with the fresh air and being in nature, that's usually when I do my praying. And that's a good time to be out there. And I also know then that way I have the dog outside for at least a half an hour at a time. Look out, squirrels, here we come. An indefinite period of time. I have no idea how long my future will be. Most people, after being diagnosed with pancreatic cancer, that's the most aggressive, they're usually gone within 6 months. I don't know why I have been fortunate to get by as long as I have so far. I am hopeful that the chemotherapy will continue to shrink the cancer and I'll be able to go through the Whipple surgery, which is a very complicated surgery. But if they do the surgery and they get all the cancer out of my body, then I can do chemotherapy and hopefully be cancer free. Don't know that that will happen, but that's something to look forward to. So I'm hoping in my future that I will be having surgery someday. And whether that's in a couple months or in 6 months, I don't know, but I will find out when God says it's time, it'll be time.